Hello friends, this is Raj Sastry from Raj Option Trading. Today is May 28, 2022. Hope you're all doing well. In today's segment, let's take a look at top stocks with a heavy short ratio. Look, we got a stock here, ASAN. ASAN has been going higher slowly and its CEO and the founder has been buying some shares. Let's look at stocks like ASAN which are going higher and see if these stocks can squeeze those short sellers and go higher. So with that, let's jump in and get started. So we'll take a look at top stocks with a heavy short ratio. These stocks have got heavy short ratio. That means they can squeeze those short sellers and jump higher. So we'll start with the market update, look at what market is doing, and look at top stock with a heavy short ratio, and look at a few of my top picks, and finally let's conclude and see which stocks we can buy here. With that, let's jump in and get started. Look, from a market update perspective, market has been doing well. This is a one-day chart. As of Friday, look at the stock market. Market has been jumping nicely here. Look at the overall Dow Jones Industrial Average. Nice swing here. 575 points jump. That's a good one here. Nasdaq did much better. Look, 3.33% increase. And look at the nice swing here. Especially take a look at the last candle here. Last candle is showing strength is there, and this might continue to go higher in the next week. We'll keep a close watch. And look, we got S&P 500, same story here. Nice upswing here, and look at the last candle. Nice jump here. That tells you this can continue. You know, whenever market becomes so negative so quickly, it looks for an opportunity to go higher. That's what's going on here. It doesn't mean we are out of the woods yet. We will have volatility as we go forward, but there will be these huge spikes and some fall-offs as usual. That typically happens when market does not know where to go. And next, if Jay Powell uses some aggressive language, it can come crashing down. Look, from a news perspective here, we got S&P 500, Dow Jones, Nasdaq. All these indices snap losing streaks, and they had the best week since November 2020. That's a great one here. Look, S&P 500 and Nasdaq raised more than 6% in 1 week. That's a good jump here. But don't get used to it. You know, market is very volatile. It can come down. If it goes up so quickly, it can also come down because there are still a lot of negative news. As many of you know, we got geopolitical tension, high inflation, supply chain shortage, China still locked down. We got a lot of things going on here. So we got to be careful here. And folks are thinking stocks might build on the gains in the week ahead. We'll see what job reports will bring next week. And finally, looks like we have economy starting on a nice strong note here. We'll see how this will go here. Looks like inflation is also slowing. Those are some good news here. We'll keep a close watch. All right, now let's look at the fear and greed index. Look, from a fear and greed index perspective, we are in the extreme fear zone right now. And we were at around 11 or so a while ago, but we have improved as you can see here. Lowest, as you can see, it's 11 just a week ago. And look, it can go higher if there's a positive news. We can go from 21 to maybe 25, 30. And then we got to watch out. We still have a lot of negative news. If some news turns positive, like China lockdown, if situation improves, or Russia-Ukraine war ends, we can have a nice blowout rally. All right, now let's jump in here. Look, from a stock news perspective, we got Nikola. Nikola shares are popping, mostly because it's a short squeeze type situation here. So it's a, we'll take a look at this stock also. There are a lot of these stocks that market is improving. A lot of the short squeeze type candidates are back here, and short squeeze game is back on here. I know many of you have been waiting on the short squeeze, but looks like we got a chance here with market going higher. Short squeeze type trades are back on the track again. And we got here Fisker. Looks like they announced $350 million equity program, and they're selling 350 million worth of additional shares. Stock came down, but then it started going higher. And then you got Carvana here. Looks like Carvana has some good news here. Illinois, state of Illinois, it's in compliance there, so it's a good news for this company here. At these levels, you could buy some Carvana here. I know stock is it has got high debt, but it's a rock bottom here. And you got Lemonade here. Lemonade stock is down big time here, 87%. But according to Motley Fool here, company doing well from a business perspective, and stock can go higher. And we got here two reasons why Sky is not falling on Upstart. Upstart has been down for a while. Now it's a good one to buy at the rock bottom level. Again, a contrarian type play here. And then we got EVgo here. It's a mobile charging play here. This also trying to go higher off late. Could be a good one. It's got a lot of short squeeze type scenario with high short ratio. All right, now let's jump in here and look at the market. Look from a market perspective, we had big down day here, from a month, I would say, from April all the way here. Look, throughout April and May, we had been down, but look at this surge here. Of last week or so, we had nice rally here. So when the rally is so steep, you got to be slightly careful here. It's okay to take some money off the table. I like this rally, but you got to be cautious because this nice rally can result in a big drop. You got to be careful here. Look, same thing happened over here. Nice rally, people got used to it, then big drop here. That's why you got to be careful here. When it becomes so high so quickly, you got to take some chips off the table and keep some money on the table. All right, now look here, same story in S&P 500, also nice drop, huge pickup here. So you got to be careful here. This could be something similar to what we saw earlier. And same story in NASDAQ also. NASDAQ is beaten down to the pulps here. Big time drop. Now it's trying to go higher. And same story in Russell. And look, oil is still going strong. Gold is wondering where to go. Gold is a good hedge play here. You could buy some gold up here. And finally, bonds are wondering where to go. It will go down as Fed start selling the bonds. And inflation came down slightly with the interest rate going lower. But the situation can change anytime here. Interest rate can start going up again. All right, now let's jump in here and look at the stocks with the high short ratio. So what we'll do right now is we'll look at the stocks, and in this scenario here, we are looking at volume more than 1 million shares traded and relative strength index less than 50. The moment relative strength index is less than 50, that tells you stock is sold off. I like it when the RSI is less than 50 on these short squeeze type candidates, because I know stock is sold off and I'm not buying the stock at the top here. And I also look at the gross margin here. I want gross margin to be more than 30%. So this is a short list here. This short list is my favorites because because stocks are sold off and they got nice gross margin also. Let's look at the short list here and then we look at the full list. All right, from a short list perspective, this is the short list here. We got few stocks, as you can see here. Look at the RSI, or relative strength index. Relative strength index is less than 50 for all these stocks here. That tells you these stocks are sold off here. Some of them have got even lower RSI. Those are my favorites at these levels. Look, we got here BBBY, Bed Bath and Beyond, and stock is sold off with a low RSI. RSI is just 36, as you can see here. Short ratio is 29%, high as you can see. Right now it's a negative EPS, tells you it's not making money yet. But look, stock is surging in 1 day, 5 day. That tells you this stock is trying to go higher and squeeze those short sellers. Look, we still have 29% short sellers. And then we got a few more here. Look, we got big lots. Big lots is still down, as you can see here. Low RSI, and this stock is a little bit stronger. Look, profitability grade A from Morningstar, growth is grade B from Morningstar, a little bit stronger here. Even though stock is going down here, I would be slowly buying big lots here. This can turn around and squeeze those short sellers. Look at the short ratio here. And next is one of my favorites here, Asana. Asana is started by a Facebook co-founder. Look, it's got nice growth. Look at the growth here. Growth wise, it's a grade A here. Piotrowski score 4 tells you it's, from a book perspective, books are doing pretty good. Stock is jumping higher. Look at the stock here. It's jumping 10% and 6%. Still low RSI. RSI still 45. You can take advantage and buy some Asana. And then you got a few more here. I also love Warby Parker, eyeglass company. Look, it's also trying to go higher. Nice growth, Morningstar grade A here. And also look, low RSI. You could look at some of these stocks here and take advantage and buy them. And we got a few more here. I also love RIOT blockchain here. Blockchain is really not doing great. We got some big systemic issues with the stable coin, as many of you know here. This is a good stock with the low RSI, high short ratio here. Stock is trying to go higher, as you can see here. I would be a buyer of RIOT blockchain at these levels here. And then we got a few more, as you can see here. I also like Coinbase at these levels here. Coinbase is trying to jump higher, as you can see here. Look, it's done well in 1 day and 5 day and 10 day. Still RSI is low, just 40. And then you got a few more here. Look, we got Tupperware. Tupperware got sold off big time here. Now it's trying to go higher. You could take advantage. Fundamentally not a great company. Look, net margin is still negative, but you could take advantage and buy some here. All right, as usual, keep a watch on the short ratio, and you want high short ratio, and you want the stock to be going higher in 1 day and 5 day, and you want the RSI to be lower than 50. All these stocks is shortlisted with RSI below 50. All right, and for conservative investors, look at the overall score here. Higher the better. I like the one with nice and high overall score. We got here AEO, American Eagle. Look at that overall score. Overall score is 81. You could buy this company here. Look, it's still sold off big time here. You could scoop up slowly and build a position. And look, it's got still high short ratio. And we got a few more here with nice score here. Look, RIOT blockchain and Urban Outfitters, both nice and high overall score. You could buy them also. And then you got one more here with nice and high score here, MDRX, just a $16 stock. You could buy that one also and take advantage of this stock sold off here with a low RSI of 30. All right, now let's jump in here and look at the stock with a heavy short ratio. For the folks who may not know about short ratio too much, typically what happens in the stock market, stock will go higher, as you can see here, and then finally it's get tired and it will go down for some reason, and then there could be a sharp drop, as you can see here. As it starts going down like this here, this is when short sellers will make some case and they will throw some dirt on the stock and say companies fraud, they're not doing well, and build their case and start shorting the stock. That's when stock will start coming down here big time. Look, stock is coming down here. When it comes down too much, the insiders will really feel not so great. They want to squeeze those hedge funds who are building a short case on them, and insiders will start buying, and they will start putting some transformational programs to turn the company around. As that happens, institutions will start buying. They buy into the transformation story. They will also start buying. As these insiders and institutions buy, slowly stock starts going higher. As the stock starts going higher, these short sellers will be afraid so much. They'll be so much fearful. They will start covering the shorts as the stock jumps higher. As they cover more shorts, stock will start going higher because it's all supply demand, and finally it will go high. As it goes high, RSI or relative strength index will get higher. That's when we want to exit. We don't want to be in the stock when the RSI gets ahead of say 60 or so. I would be jumping the ship at the time. Look, when that happens, finally the stock will start going down because it's a short squeeze. It cannot last forever. Then stock will start going lower, as you can see here. That's the typical pattern in the short squeeze type play here. So I want to make sure we want to be buyer when the RSI is low, and insiders start buying, institutions start buying, or stocks start going higher slowly. That's when we will see the squeeze happening. All right, now let's jump in here and look at the top stock with the heavy short ratio. So here we don't have any filter, not too much filters here. Stock volume is more than 1 million shares. Look at the short ratio here, nice and high short ratio in all these stocks here. And keep watching how the stock is behaving in 1 day, 5 day. If it jumps higher, you gotta be careful. You don't want it to jump too high. That's why I like to look at RSI. Even without looking at how the stock is doing in 1 day, 5 day, just by looking at the RSI, I can tell whether the stock is jumping up too much. For example, if the RSI is high like 60 here, like we use ZI, without even looking at how it's doing in 1 day, 5 day, just by looking at the RSI, I can tell you stock has jumped up. Look, that's what happened here. I would not be buying the stock here. Instead, I will look at the stock which are sold off big time here. Maybe something like HRTX or Heron Therapeutics. Look, it's not a great stock from a fundamental perspective, but look, it's sold off big time here. Look at this here. Just by looking at the RSI here, low RSI, I know stock is sold off here. But look what's going on here, it's turning around. So I want to be in as the stock is turning around. And also look at the insider and institution here. If the insiders and institutions are buying, that's a good story here. Look, we got Carvana here. Carvana looks like insiders are buying, and stock is slowly starting to go higher, as you can see here. This could be general market. Also, market is also going higher. But it's Carvana is also going higher, especially RSI is low here. I would be a buyer at these levels here. All right, so follow the same methodology here. We got a few more here. Oxygen, as you can see here, insiders selling, institutional buying. Stock is trying to make a move here, and RSI is 52. I would not buy when the RSI is higher than 50. Instead, I will focus on RSI lower than 50. I would be a buyer of a stock like BBBY here, Bed Bath and Beyond, still low RSI. Look, it's just 36 here. Stock is trying to make a move. I would be a buyer of such stock here. And we've got a few more here. Look at the one here, Asana. Asana, the co-founder and CEO is buying, and stock is jumping. And look, stock is still has got a low RSI below 50. You could safely buy stock like Asana here. And net margin is still negative, but look at that gross margin, nice and high. All right, and conservative investors, look at the overall score here. If there is a high overall score like Siri here, and when the RSI is low, you could buy, but Siri right now RSI is high. I would not be buying Siri at these levels here. I want RSI to be lower. All right, and let's look at a few more names here. We got the list continuing here. All high short ratio, as you can see here, nice and high short ratio. And also look at the insider and institution here. And many times you got a couple areas like Groupon here. Look, there's a nice insider as well as institution buy. Stock is responding, as you can see here, nice jump. And RSI is middle of the road. It's 50 right now. You could moderately buy, but I want the RSI to be lower than 50 for me to buy. This has jumped up so much, I would not jump in at this level here. And we got a few more here. Look, we got the Marathon. It's again Bitcoin play, as many of you know here. Low RSI, stock is responding. I would be a buyer of stock like Marathon here. It's a good one here. All right, looks like we got the chart going slightly. Okay, that's good. And we got a few more, as you can see here. And keep watching the insider and institution here. Look, Oof, Petco looks like insiders and institutions buying slowly here, and stock is responding. You could also buy some oof at these levels here. And we got Ring Energy. Ring Energy is one of those stocks that keeps moving up and down violently, and nice overall score. RSI is slightly higher for me. I would not be buying up here. This comes down also. You can buy when it's down big time here. All right, now keep watch on 1 day, 5 day. We don't want it to be too hot. And by looking at the RSI, I would be looking at lower RSI candidates and initiating a position in those as they go higher slowly. All right, now let's look at the list here. Look at a few more. All right, list is continuing as you can see here, and keep a watch on the RSI. We want the RSI to be lower. At the same time, look at what insiders and institutions doing, and in some cases it's a nice insider institution buy here. Look, we got BZ here. BZ is $18 stock. Institutions are buying. Stock is responding, trying to go higher as you can see here. RSI is still low. You could look at such candidates here and go from there. Even skills here, look, skills trying to go higher in 1 day, 5 day, and right now RSI is 49, still below 50. You could look at such candidates here. And if you want a bigger bang for the buck, look at the little bit lower RSI candidates, like the one right here, Century. Century is a low RSI stock here, trying to go higher as you can see here. You could get into such candidates here because there is some more move on the higher side remaining. And we got a few more as you see here. Keep a watch on the RSI as usual. We got one with low RSI, RIOT blockchain. At these levels, I like RIOT blockchain here. All the blockchain stocks are sold off. Crypto stocks are sold off here. RIOT has got a nice and high overall score here. Stock is responding and going higher, trying to squeeze those short sellers. All right, so you can follow the same methodology here. I also like Editas here. Look, Editas is stock is fallen off here. Now it's trying to go higher. You could buy some Editas, just $11 stock here. This stock is known for going up and down. If there is some news around the FDA, stock drops off here and then suddenly starts going higher. Look, right now it's going higher. And look at the lower RSI. You could buy this one also. All right, so let's look at a few more here. Look, the list is continuing here. Still high short ratio as you can see here. And keep a watch on the RSI here. I'm more interested in the lower RSI candidates. It's trying to go higher. We got FIGS here. FIGS is a $9 stock. Low RSI, low overall score here. It's a contrarian type play. Stock is trying to go higher. You could look at such stocks for short squeeze type candidates. It's again a contrarian play. And we got a few more here with the low RSI. Look, we got RCUS, low RSI. Stock is responding, trying to go higher. Also, it's got a nice overall score. And conservative investors look at overall score. You want overall score to be more than, say, 40 or so. Those are the good ones here. And we got Williams Sonoma. It's a good stock here. Look at the overall score, 95, high short ratio. Right now, I would not be buying Williams Sonoma because RSI is 54. That tells you stock has already gone up, so I would not be chasing it up here. And we got one more here, Blooming. Blooming has got us, let's see, again a little bit higher RSI. I would be skipping that one too. On the other hand, a stock like Redfin here, I would be a buyer of Redfin. Look, RSI is 44, still low. You could buy Redfin. It's a good stock to bet on real estate. And we also have one more here, BCRX, slightly higher RSI, but you could probably I would wait on this one too. All right, now let's look at, we'll finally conclude here. From a conclusion perspective, look, market is still volatile. So when the market is volatile, you got to be careful and be selective when you do short squeeze candidates. That's why I've been saying, keep a watch on low RSI stocks. Don't buy high RSI stocks because, then you'll be losing money because most of the move is already made. And as usual, look for low RSI. If there is a high insider and institutional buy and stock is showing some improvement in 1 day, 5 day, 10 day, that's when you jump and buy. And conservative investors should look for positive net margin and positive free cash flow and overall score more than 40, so you don't get hurt if you look at these scenarios. And finally, few long stocks here. We got BBBY, ASAN, RIOT blockchain, DKS, Coinbase, Redfin, and few short candidates. These stocks have gone up so much. These are few short candidates. You can take a look at those. And finally, let's quickly look at few stock charts from Finviz here and see what's going on. Look, we got Beyond Meat. Look what's going on here. So Beyond Meat, as you see here, stock is coming down big time, down, and finally it's trying to make a move here. Look, RSI perspective, RSI is trying to go higher at this time here. Look, there's a high short ratio, 39%, as you can see here. And sales growth quarter over quarter is positive, which is good here. And look, institutions own nice chunk, as you can see here. So at these levels, I could try to look at Beyond Meat. It's not a great stock, but look, stock is trying to make a move slightly with the RSI going higher. You could make a case for this here. And look, Beyond Meat is surging according to Motley Fool here. And stock is, it's even Kim Kardashian. Looks like she's named as, Beyond Meat's chef taste consultant. So I think stock can go higher after getting beaten down so much here. And we got a few more here. We got Nikola, look, stock is down big time here, and now it's trying to make a move. It's a little bit high, it's too steep for me. And as you see here, RSI is 54. If the RSI is above 50, I'm not interested. I would pass on this one. And look, we got a few more here. Fisker, look, it's came down crashing here. Look, mainly because they issued some stock here worth $350 million, but now stock is trying to go higher, as you can see here. And look, RSI is 51, slightly high for me. It's already made some move here. I would look for lower RSI candidates. So this is how I kind of go here. Look, we got HRTX here. Stock is beaten down big time. Look, big drop here. And RSI is very low here. Momentum is trying to improve. These are my sweet spots here. I would be looking for these type of stocks and buy them slowly versus buying a high RSI candidate. This RSI works for me. It's below 50, well below 50, as you can see here. And we got a few more here. Carvana, look, these folks have got some the licenses in Illinois, state of Illinois, and stock is going higher now. RSI is improving, and good news is, look here, we got here Illinois suspending. They are allowing the sales. That's a good one here. I think that can help Carvana stock here. And the list goes on here. We would not look at all of them. Look, even Wayfair here. Look, Wayfair, one of my favorite stock here. Stock is down big time. Now it's trying to go higher. Look at the RSI, trying to go higher, still below 50. I would be looking at these type of stocks and initiating a buy position as we go forward. And we got a few more here. So with that, let's quickly conclude here. Thank you very much. Happy investing and trading. Please subscribe.